Speaking of music, Edwin McCain, of course, has been at the top of the charts, but this Greenville native is now making a new name for himself.
We know him as a singer and a songwriter, but now add producer to his resume. News 4's Nigel Robertson and photojournalist Chad Zelmer on how an internationally known voice is molding the future.
I found all I waited for, and I could not ask for more.
You know that song that takes you back? When you hear it, you remember exactly where you were and exactly what you were doing. Well, it's not just the song. It's also the person, the beat, and the mood behind the mic.
And I can tell you that in the next decade, you're going to see some of the most beautiful, amazing music you've ever heard in your life.
He should know, because these days Edwin McCain is doing more than he ever dreamed.
No, not in the chorus, and not at all.
I don't know, God has a funny way of just bringing people together.
Here is where this story began.
It's been a dream of mine ever since I can remember.
Chasen, a local band with the sound.
It really hadn't hit us.
It's almost unheard of. In just over a year, this group started the journey from the church stage to the national spotlight.
Bands are a dime a dozen. You know, what do we have that other bands don't have?
It could be this man. Edwin McCain and his team at OMG heard about this band, listened, and signed Chasen to a record contract.
And here's what makes this story so unique. Forget New York, forget LA, hey, forget Nashville. Everything from the contract to the CD to the radio. All of it. And Chasen never had to leave Greenville. That's right, Greenville.
Recording studios are always really stealthy. You never see a sign out front going, really expensive gear in here, you know what I
mean? In fact, this state-of-the-art studio is changing music as we know it.
To be honest with you, I was sort of speechless. I mean, you hear about that story happening, you know, to these famous Nashville stars.
But this time, Chasen is the story.
Art is extremely important. You know, it is, I believe that artists are the ambassadors of possibility.
For the band, performing before crowds, hearing their songs on the radio, touring, it's all happening so fast.
4 months ago, we were doing our own booking, and we were calling people saying, hey, can we come play with your church group, stuff like that, and now all these opportunities have opened up.
Sure, they credit OMG and Edwin for their success.
You know, we see our names out on posters and, you know, on the radio and now on TV, and we just, you know, we're still just normal people.
But for this band, there is so much more.
The talent that God has given me, you know, I give him all the praise and honor and glory for that.
My prayer is that people find hope through our music.
But not just their music, also their story.
It's kind of a dream come true for me.
Hopefully they won't skin their knees.
But if they do,
then I'm here to say it's okay.
A little help from up above and from here on the ground.
Make that your dream. You shoot for the stars. And the only way that I know how to describe it is I'm shooting for that star.
A long shot for many, but for these four, it's really not that far from home.
Wherever you are, shine to the stars.
Nigel Robertson, WYFF News 4, Greenville.
Shine through the stars.